Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. Main quest continues. We have a final favor from Minfilia before we move bases here. In theory. What we got? Let us set aside the matter of the Ascian until after we have completed our move to the Rising Stones. There is but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegan Resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh on half a decade, furnishing the Resistance with vital Imperial secrets, while feeding his paymasters subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believed to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the Primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. So I hope that Ranger will fare better. Tell him to treat with care is all I have left of my father. Alright. He is going to be working on the primal problem here still, so any help we can get with that would be beneficial. Who's here? Office. Your sister drew her last breath here and battled with the Empire. To her, the fight for Eorzea's future was more important than her homeland. True to her beliefs, to the end she was. There's still people here. Everyone's supposed to be moving. They're just here until we head out. I thought thee departed. To what end dost thou linger? Book. The legacy of Minfilia's father, who perished in the parade incident of 1562, when a Gabu broke free of its magical fetters and ran amok through the streets of Oda. Contains a wealth of stolen Imperial research on the Primals, as well as other information which has yet to be deciphered. Neat. The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It's no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well, can I imagine the antecedent's pain? Upon mine honor, I swear to spare no efforts in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Okay. Message. Hello. Artek, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I can wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. If you have yet to... Once you have given the journal to Urianger, I bid you come to the 7th heaven in Revenant's Toll. Tatru will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new Aetheryte in Revenant's Toll. After all, it's right on our doorstep. Yep, been there. That's very good. Okay. Now, Urianger has... The king lives. Urianger wishes to speak with you about the royal return of King Mugamog the 12th. We'll unlock it. We're not going to do it. It's here now. Amongst Mugakind, the legend of good King Mugamog the 12th doth tell of a wise and magnanimous ruler. Last, the entity thus summoned put the lie to this imagining with his brief and decidedly unpeaceful reign. 'Twas most disturbing for me to learn, then, the Mughals Guard have once more succeeded in placing their manic potentate upon his thorny throne. Methinks the agents of chaos doth lurk in the shadows of this deed. Only with the Ascian's guileful intervention could they have called the king back from the aether with such haste. As ever, it falls to thee, to the blade born of light, to banish the Paragon's dark ambitions from our realm. 12 only know what dire power doth corrupt the savior of these gentle forest folk. Thy name hast been called, Artik. The more moderate faction of the Mughals have joined with the Order of the Twin Adder in effort to open thee a path to the good king's domain. Bid thee make haste to the Adder's Nest and once more pledge thine aid in deposing this royal myth made flesh. We'll do it. But yeah, I mean, unlock it. Just need to go here, talk to them, go to the place, open the portal. It's just gonna be hard mode? Was the first one hard mode? We'll have to see. If it's extreme mode, we're absolutely not doing it right now. There's just so many different dungeons and trials and levels of things. And we're just getting started here still, clearly. Just getting started. Okay. And we walk over this way. Still also need to keep looking at the hunting log here. Get more of these guys. The whole thing. That's the hunting log for this. This hunting log. Anyways. Let's get this unlocked. Look at the trials here. We had Thorn March Hard, which is this one. So I think it is going to be Thorn March Extreme. Good to have it unlocked, I guess. Sergeant Sin, glad I'm to see you. I assume you've been appraised of the situation regarding the Mughal monarch. Yep. After a previous disposal of the king, Kublai Khan approached the Mughals' guard and attempted to convince them of the error of their ways. Unfortunately, it appears his efforts at persuasion had rather the opposite effect. The royal sentries reportedly flew into a frenzy and focused their righteous indignation into a new summoning ritual. Mayhap it was the unwavering intensity of the Mughals' guard prayers, but the king has returned to the forest, enveloped in an almost blinding aura of majesty. The cop tells us that this dauntingly maniacal avatar has now taken to calling himself Great King Mughal XII. Suffice to say that the Elder Seed Seer is willing to condone the necessary act of regicide. For the safety of all who dwell within 12swood, it's been decided that the king must fall. So remember, the Elder Seed Seer's personal guard has already escorted Kublai Khan to the ward that shields the monarch's domain. Those among us with the ability to see Mughals are often in high demand, but considering the urgency of your mission, our leader felt it best to expedite matters. Pray make your preparations and set out as soon as you're able. Kublai Khan awaits you in the bramble patch in the east round. Just in the same spot again. East round. King lives. Bramble patch. Arthur Hunt. There we go. So it's only the second level of this dungeon. It's going to be in the same spot or whatever. Moving around. Or the second and third was in the same spot. Hard and extreme on the same Aetherite connection. Whatever. Bramble patch. Here we go. It's working. It's going. Oh, fuck. Don't need to escort him over, at least. Doesn't look like. Or maybe we'll need to escort him to a different part of the bramble patch. Also a possibility. We shall see. All this stuff. Anyways. Hey, Kublai Khan. Oh, I knew you'd come. At last. I was hoping. At least I was hoping, Kupo. Not long ago, I had a stern word with the Mughals' guard about the dangers of turning pleasant fairy tales into disturbing reality. They insisted that the intimidating force that is Good King Mughal XII, may his scepter of judgment ever command our respect. He is exactly the sort of savior we need. The Mughals' guard are afraid, Kupo. Afraid of how the forest has changed, afraid of the never-ending conflict, afraid that we Mughals have no place in this new world. I'm scared of those things too, but the thought of unleashing our royal menace upon the 12swood scares me even more, Kupo. Please, you must deal with them firmly, before this goes too far. A measured thrashing, of course, nothing too brutal. You can enter Thorn March here, through the tear I've made in the ward. Take care, good fortune. In the meantime, I'll go let the others know that Great King Mughal XII, may his reign end with minimal bloodshed, will be vacating his throne. Hey. Get money. And unlock. Duty Finder update with a new regular duty. Yep, this is Thorn March Extreme. Okay. Not gonna worry about that. Eventually. Eventually. Anyways. Over to Revenant Stole. We're done. Revenant Stole. It's right here. Right next to the teleport. How convenient. So we're probably not going to get any free tickets that bring us here. Not that teleporting's really concerned, money-wise. So that's fine. Could possibly trash the other tickets we have that just teleport to a place we don't need to really go to anymore. Other question would be where we would go when we unlock the extreme versions of Garuda and Titan. Assuming we ever get to that. Anyways. Quest is around here. And all around here. Stone, ultimate battle, Lexi Halagag. Traders up this way. We have something. Okay. Touch room. How's it going? It's right in here. Where we built the thing. Oh, Arctic, you're here. Good, good. We're all wondering when you'd show up. I had a whole thing with moves. I'm here. As I was just telling your receptionist here, pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. The Rising Stones is officially yours. Woo! Splendid. From this day forward, I'll spare no effort in seeing that it is as welcoming and comfortable a home for us as the Waking Sands ever was. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces. Take that odd-looking fellow over there, for example. He's been eyeing us most suspiciously ever since we arrived. Can't help but wonder if we are truly safe here. That guy? Ah, that man. Can't say I've spoken to him myself, but rumor has it he's come to hunt for ancient treasures in the Crystal Tower. You've seen the structure I speak of, no? It'd be hard to miss it. That massive pillar of shining crystal that looms high over the land just to the southeast of here. The tales are to be believed it's a remnant of some ancient civilization. The details remain a mystery, and that's no doubt why it's drawn adventurers and scholars from all over looking to unearth its secrets. The man over there is no exception. If my instincts are true, he knows more than most. If you're curious about the tower yourself, you could do worse than to talk to him and see what he knows. Why, if I weren't otherwise occupied with my duties here, I'd have half a mind to join you. I mean, just look at it. I can scarce begin to imagine what wonders lie inside. It's definitely something. Why, that's wonderful to hear. Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see that our efforts do not skip a beat despite the relocation. And with that, Arctic, I do believe it's time you officially announce your presence to everyone inside. The Antecedent and the others will surely be overjoyed to see you. Okay. The Crystal Tower quest series is now available from the Outlandish Man. In order to progress in the main scenario, you must first complete certain quests in the Crystal Tower series. While you are granted a respite from your duties as a Scion, use your time to probe the depths of the Crystal Tower and see what ancient secrets may be gleaned. Fascinating. The affiliate and the Rising Stones. Difficulties. Over here. What's this? It's in here. Okay. Just populate with more quests. Now it's in here. That's the Rising Stones entrance. So it's inside of the bar. That's a very, like I said before, a good spot to collect more adventurers. Welcome to our new home, the Rising Stones. Isn't it lovely? Well, why are you standing around here talking to me? Everyone's waiting for you inside. Alright, let's go inside. Enter. Rising Stones. Huh. First impressions. Lots of tables, lots of places to sit. Lots of people. And the solar is also here. The map. There's the solar. Here's the whole area on this side. Let's talk to everyone here. I did not realize the signs had moved until I arrived in Vesper Bay. Thankfully, Urianga was kind enough to direct me here. I know I've only just joined, but if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. Alright. Got some more people too. Perfect. Stola. As you can see, our Charlian allies have furnished us with a wealth of new tomes. It would be prudent for you to broaden your knowledge as well. Books. There's Thancred. As ravishing as ever, perhaps for old time's sake she would... Gods, Arctic, don't sneak up on me like that. We bards are an easily startled lot. Linen. Oh, you wish to help? It's very kind of you. I can manage on my own. Besides, you should be out having grand adventures, not withering away here with me. Various supplies and stuff. All sorts of storage area. Right, boulder. The horror, the horror. You right? Let's smell victory in the morning. Smells like sweat. No. One Thai sauce. No, victory. Yeah, victory. Victory smells like victory. I'm in a schoolhouse competition. So here we are, completely independent and unquestionably neutral, or at least more so than before. Truth be told, I can't say it feels that different. Of course, Ida begs to differ. Neutrality. We basically were just doing everything before anyways, but that's okay. Alphanot. Is it not wonderful, Arctic? Nary a single presumptuous merchant has darkened our door. I know full well they will come in time, but for now let us enjoy the respite. To the solar. No matter where we move, that's the main room, we've decided. Minfilia. We got our new area here. Guys in the corner. There's the staff again. Seating areas. Obviously a slightly larger room. Not bad. A good location, I would say. Should work nicely. Everybody else? Well, it is certainly spacious. Yeah. Need to be plenty large for my giant bow here. There's the staff. Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. For today we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people, proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, Antician and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Sounds good. For Eorzea. Indeed. Something happened behind us. Can't see anything. I'm so large. A moment of your time, Arctic. I would speak of Oedipus. Pardon the intrusion, my lady. The matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. When every attempt to contact the students of Valdizian has met with silence. No one will respond? Mm-hmm. How odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. Concern. They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. No, I will not believe it. An outpost perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their words are beyond circumvention. If they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and the knowledge both... Oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Valdizian, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, till such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Eldibus. It is possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must. Oh. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Asian, perhaps? Or Ochre or Puce? Which our allies will then fall silent. For a time I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out La Brea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Asian menace. But I was wrong. He endures and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Eldibus spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. Do not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand. Arctic. I discern them all around, in disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the Paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise to meet it as one. Ah, my stalwart hero. Your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Okay. Real, where are you? Okay. So we're here, but problems have obviously not ceased. Oh. Nabrils. Your intercession was not foretold. Eldibus, you object? We question. Our plans are in motion, your intentions unclear. They survived the 7th Ardor, are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. It should. It should. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes. And at long last, they see. Always with the plans. Always with the plans. And schemes. And shenanigans. And 7,000 gil. Quest complete. A realm awoken. That is complete the main story line up to this quest. Yep. Okay. Symphilia. It's a new assignment for us. It said we needed to do stuff with the Crystal Tower, but I'm immediately seeing that. There's some good earrings. Climb that for now. Let's go look at all the things out here. Just scoop up all of the unlocks. If they're going to be as simple as just, you've unlocked another dungeon, could be doable here. Before we get on with even more things. Probably not going to, like, do more dungeons right now. And then whenever we feel like doing a dungeon, we can just queue for everything that we haven't done. That would be more likely to get us something. And that would be something. Okay. Could start making a list of all the things that we haven't done. It's got the nice green check marks, so we can make sure what it is. Here's all these guys. There's literally... Everybody's got a quest. Everybody's ready to give us some things. Wandering Mistral, Keeper of Knowledge. What knowledge do you possess? Dawn may banish even the darkest night, yet ever shall primal desires burn. Two swords shall vie to lay them low, a blade born of light and a blade forged of might. Last man may entrust his fate upon but one. True, Archon Lusois had a gift with words. Had circumstances been different, he would have made a magnificent minstrel. Okay. Knowledge. Alright, everybody here. And then also more people outside. And then a quest. And that is a crafting kind of deal. Then we need to really see if we can do anything with all these tombstones. Got 1,500 of them. Alright, you got 2 more things here. The Ultimate Ballad. I also would like to introduce you to someone. That guy we just talked to? Okay. Your reputation precedes you, Arctic. In fact, it's for that reason that I'd like to introduce you to someone. That minstrel at the end of the bar wandered in here the other day, said he was seeking inspiration for a new ballad, the sort only an adventurer of distinction could provide. Who better than the man who saved the world to give this minstrel the stories he seeks, eh? Humor the gentleman, I say. Anyway. What is this going to unlock? Could be anything. Dawn may vanish in the darkest night, and the proud desires burn. And those was one. Yep. Unless you wonder, these are the words of Archon Lusois. While not written as poetry, I find poetry within them nonetheless. Years ago, when I arrived in this land, I was beset with peril day and night, forced to endure countless trials which tested my mind, my body, and my faith. And I'm not ashamed to admit that I would have faltered had it not been for the help of a handful of nameless adventurers, honest men and women who proffered the hand of friendship to a weary soul and led him safe from the darkness. When I look upon you, I'm reminded of them. I can tell that you are well-traveled and possessed of both constancy and character. You're a man of the adventuring profession, yes? Oh yeah. I seek a valiant hero whose deeds might serve as inspiration, and I have reason to believe I have found him. After all, was it not you who faced Gaius von Belzar and his elegant weapon? You must tell me everything that happened. Omit nary a single detail, I beg of you. It was a whole thing. And then it exploded. Truly a tale worthy of legend, and so eerily it matches the writings of Archon Lusois. Two swords shall vie to lay them low, a blade born of light, blade forged of might. Last man may entrust his fate unto but one. The Black Wolf was a conqueror who aspired to rule through might. The weapon was key to his ambitions. In the end, the people of Eorzea entrusted their fates to a brilliant blade, the Warrior of Light. A rather fitting moniker, in my humble opinion. Thank you. At last I've found the inspiration I sought, a ballad to decide the fate of a realm. The words, the notes, I feel them coming together. Your tale, Artixen, your song. From an era long forgotten, a blade of midnight drawn, from a distant land uncharted, a warrior who bears the dawn. You found us updated with new regular duty. Ultimate Bane's Ballad. What? The Ultimate Ballad of new regular duty. The ultimate ballad exception. What the ultimate weapon of the minstrel's ballad? Ultimate. What? Ultimate weapon in the minstrel's ballad. Ultima's bane. What are we doing? Go here. We'll be back. We can also burn some money teleporting back and forth here. Don't need to grab too many things all at the same time. There's a duty though. Let's see what we're working with here. Fight the ultimate weapon, hard mode, probably. Something of that nature. What's over here? That's the entrance. Wait a second. Minstrel's Ballad, Ultima's Bane. That's this one. I was gonna see it, Thermotech Extreme. Attempt to chastise Moon's Guard for dangerous flight actions not had intended effect. Until the 12s would become, the Royal Guards have instead channeled their fears and desperation, calling forth an even more potent potentate. Good King Mughal Mahmud XII now styles himself the Great King Mughal Mahmud XII. And all the evildoers in the forest shall tremble before his majestic might, majestic wrath. And this was Ballad Ultima's Bane. Surrounded by tales of your victory over the ultimate weapon, one minstrel come to Ernstol has composed an epic ballad in your honor. However, as minstrels are wont to do, is embellish certain details for dramatic effect. Though it can hardly be considered an accurate retelling, you cannot deny his skill with words, for as you listen to his melodious voice, you find yourself reliving the events of that fateful day in the Praetorium. Do this in high-end trial mode, which I'm level 61. I feel like if it's a quote-unquote high-end trial, the real problem is going to be the actual mechanics of the thing. Alright. We just keep on getting more of these quests on the list here. It's gonna be a problem. How many spaces? 30? That's fine. Okay. Let's stay there for now. Yes, just go in here and do the thing. It's unlocked already. Just need to do it for the quest. I feel like sometimes you don't need to do the dungeon for the quest, it just is unlocked. And then other times, you absolutely do need to do the thing. So, I don't know. Teleport. There's gonna be a whole list of things we could technically do. I feel at this point, most of it's going to be like hard mode, extreme mode, raid stuff. At this stage of things. And they're all still level 50 too, so. Let's see when we actually get stuff that's of a higher level. So Outlandish Man has his whole thing going on. Leftborn has a regular quest for us. Mention technical difficulties. Leftborn has a seemingly urgent message for you. Greetings, Arctic. You come at just the right time. A visitor is waiting for you in the workshop. A friend of Sid, it seems. Realizing your preoccupation with other matters of import, I suggest that you wait at the 7th heaven until your arrival. She refuses to leave. Fear you may have a brash client on your hand, friends. Oh boy. Speak with Jessie. Ready to go inside? Your way will only make her more irritable. It's a Sid's workshop. Come on. There's Jessie. How's it going? Cutscene is how it's going. So you're Mr. Sin, eh? Took you long enough. Name's Jessie, Deputy President of Garland Ironworks. You look to impress now. In truth, I'm nothing more than an engineer. Thanks to you filling Master Garland's head with the handful ideas of heroism and saving the realm. There's no one else around to fill his golden breeches. Been busting our collective arses on the orders from Highwind Skyways, and are still only scraping by. The real problem is, with Master Garland gone, Productivity's dropped like the knickers on a stone's throw's trumpet. The company will be in deep if something ain't done. And that's why I'm here. Sure, our mechanists have made their fair share of chronometers and plasma lamps. We need something grand, something that'll have clients on their knees, literally begging us to take all their sparkling gil. I want you to show me the Magitek armor you borrowed from our friends, the Garleans. Yes, I know all about your little foray into the Praetorium. You think Biggs and Wedge for that. I reckon there's a lot we can learn from that Reaper. And after all you've done to distract Master Garland, I'd say you owe us that much and more. Fair enough. Let's keep this in my pocket. I could fly around with it if it wasn't so incredibly loud. This is amazing. Do you even know what you have here? Listen to that ceruleum engine. Never heard anything so sweet. And the servo mechanism should be... Wait, a mammoth core? Why didn't I think of that? They're so easy to come by. Mass production would be as easy as stealing candy from a baby. Or cores from a mammoth. What in the 7 bloody hells have you done to the cannon's poor convergence modulator? Bring it out firing victory rounds after slaying some family of rabid squirrels, no doubt. It's a wonder the whole suit isn't a steaming pile of molten slag. Such a waste. What in the builder's name are you looking at? You need something to fix your prying eyes. Try the wall. Any road. Can't bear to see such a fine piece of work in such a sorry state. I'll patch her up as best I can. You'll need to gather the parts needed for the job. Think of it as one of them adventures you seem so keen on. A make number 49 Magitek converter and a make number 50 Magitek oscillator should do the trick. A Magitek cannon barrel, make number 51. Can't guarantee she'll be good as new. At the very least, she'll be in better shape than she is now, which still ain't saying much. Eyes on me, Arctic. I ain't done with you yet. That is, unless you know whereabouts one might stumble across a spare converter, oscillator, and cannon barrel. No? Didn't think so. So here's a hint. It rhymes with Castrum Sentry. You see, Garlean-made technology is what we're after. Can't think of a better place to find some. Off with you now. Storage crates in Castrum Sentry. Stay a place we can go. Alright. And we're already hanging out here. I'm gonna do that. Just to find a crate over there. It's easy enough, we can just fly on in. Replacement parts. In such a convenient location. Works for me. We could potentially grab all the quests at the same time. See what we need to do for all of them. Again, just dealing with one thing at a time right now. Still waters. Difficulties. Still waters. Yeah. Okay. Looking for crates. Fly around. Find your storage crates. Take your stuff. Hello, 5th cohort secretary. How you doing? Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Yoink. There's those all around here. Whole area here. My goodness. What if it be inside anything? Just a tangle. Whole place. Kind of on the outside of the circle here. That's alright. Triple triad match here, apparently. Atonement Imperial. My goodness. Okay. Flying around, looking for the crates. Doubt they'd be inside anywhere. I mean, we can totally check, though. Not really a big deal. It looks like a crate. Doesn't count though. There's one. It's a very wide search area. That's for sure. Okay. Interacting. Yep. There. This place. Alright. Wonder what this is gonna unlock for fixing this up. It's just like faster or something. That'd be something. What's up here? Fence. This whole nice of a place. And sewers. All this place. Okay. It's basically the whole area here. There it is. And with all the other crates and such. That checks out. We're just in here, stealing. Map. There you go. Easy enough. Inside here. I'm back. Still attending business in the workshop? Yep. Let me guess. You've lost? No broken? No. Traded for magical beans the parts we need. No, I got them. Built in the 49th year of the first Garlean Empire's reign, this mechanical device transforms raw ethereal energies to more stable form. Converted. In the 50th year of the first Garlean Emperor's reign, this mechanical device emits signals by generating waves in the aether. Oscillates. And built in the 51st year of the first Garlean Emperor's reign, this cylindrical tube is perfectly calibrated to ensure almost no deviation in projectile trajectory. Cannon barrel. There you go. Well, color me mildly impressed. Seth expecting the worst, and got, well, less than the worst. Don't get all giddy on me now. Still not off the hook for stealing away Master Garland. But I'll admit, beginning to see why he might feel the need to latch himself onto an adventurer like he might a stray pup. Alright, let's see if I can't salvage this mess of a masterpiece. Phew, I think that's it. Both Magitech and photon cannons should be functional. Okay. That said, I'm no Garlean. There's no third eye hidden up under those lovely locks, and there's a great deal I don't know about their machina. I can't guarantee the cannons won't misfire. Then again, misfire is better than no fire, eh? Even so, I wouldn't recommend using the weaponry in actual battle. Okay. Speaking of fire, it's high time I got back to the ironworks. Patching up those cannons has given me a few new ideas. You take good care of that armor, or you'll have to answer to me, Isaac. Alright. We get some money, somehow. Quest complete. Your Magitech's armors, Magitech, and photon cannons are now operational. You can access via the pet hotbar when riding your mount. However, please note that these weapons do not employ lethal force and will have no effect in combat. So we can just fire some lasers if we feel like it. Have fun. Wild. Very important unlock. cosmetic cannons. Love to see it. Alright. So if we look at the recommendations here, this is a regular quest. There's a die quest, that's only level 1. And then 4 other quests here. 5 other quests here. There's still plenty to do. And there's also the whole Crystal Tower business, which is over that way. That's gonna be something. I think we'll deal with everything besides that first, though. So that would mean pretty much just walking in here and talking to everybody. Plenty more to do. And then possibly not actually do the plenty more to do. We'll see what it is. That'll be the deciding factor. Next time. Goodbye.